Alright, welcome. Today we're playing Dredge. This deck fell out of favor over the last couple of years because there are much meta graveyard decks in the format, Living End for example, but we have a new technology for the deck, and it's 4 Gemstone Caverns in the main deck, with the intention to always take the draw. The problem with Gemstone Caverns was you stole the play from the opponent, but you couldn't really use the mana in the very first turn, so that was a pretty awkward situation there. But now you're playing 4 Otherworldly Gaze, 4 Darkblast, and 3 Merchant of the Veil, so you can use the very first mana you get with the Gemstone Caverns to either attack with the opponent with Darkblast or find a Dredger and put a Dredger into the graveyard. And the second turn, or your very first turn, the second land drop, you can cast a Cathartic Reunion or the Throwing Discovery to start dredging and finding your payoffs. The deck has 12 Dredger and 4 Imp, 4 Thug and 4 Darkblast, and your payoffs are 4 Creeping Chill mainly. If you have a Ghoul in the graveyard and hit a Chill, you can get the Ghouls back into play, which are 3/1s, pretty sizable body. And these Ghouls and Narcomoebas just enter the battlefield if you hit them. Trigger your Prized Amalgams, and then you just overwhelm the opponent with 3/1s, 3/3s, and 1/1s in the air. And after you used up your reunion effects, you still have 3 Ox of Agonas, which we hopefully hit, and then you can discard your hand and to dredge and find the next Ox and go from there. The main card that we're not playing is 1 Conflagrate. We don't really have space. We want to play at least 3 Oxen, so we can chain them. The sideboard, we have 2 Nature's Claim and 2 Ancient Grudges against Graveyard's Hate in Relic of Fortuitous, Grafdigger's Cage, Path to Exile and Portable Hole. Those are cards mainly against Auric Champion and Sanctifying Deck. Then we have 1 Thoughtseize and 2 Leyline of Sanctity. Those 3 cards are against Endurance, card Endurance. Then we have 1 Conflagrate. It's like you can switch it up with a 3rd Ox if you really have to shoot down the opponent, if you're playing a race game or a creature matchup. And then you have 2 Leyline of the Void against mainly Living End and the Mirror-esque decks. Let's play some matches. We're gonna draw, and we only have 1 land, so let's take a mulligan. Yeah, and we have a Dredge in Darkblast, so we'll keep this. And bottom, let's see. I think we'll bottom maybe the Ox, maybe the Amalgam. Let's bottom the Amalgam. It's close. Yeah, let's bottom the Amalgam. And do this, say okay. And just Scalding Tarn. And hope for them to play a turn 1 Ragavan, maybe. We really need them to play creature on the very first turn. Alright, great. Let's cast a Darkblast. Dredge the Darkblast, found a Gaze, which is pretty good. And we'll, yeah, just pass the turn. We could have maybe gazed in our, yeah, maybe we should have gazed in our main phase. Leisure Shredder, sure. So let's get, doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, let's get Blood Crypt. Alright, we have to, yeah, that's a punishment for not doing it in the main phase. So now we have to Ghoul in the, put this in the grave, put this in the grave. It's okay. It's on top. This only triggers an turn, right? Of your end step, yeah. Alright, now we will cast a Discovery. Use the ability discarding Ox and Darkblast. Dredge Darkblast. We found more Dredgers, that's nice. And another Thug. Yes to that, and 2 Ghouls and an Amalgam in their turn. Very nice. Sure. So we have 2 more Chills in the deck. Yeah, that's fine. So this means if we dredge our whole deck, they just die after the Amalgam connects. Let's attack with Amalgam first. And flashback the Ox. Alright, nice. So we're playing against blue-red Murktide. They sometimes have unlicensed hers, so maybe a few Ancient Grudges wouldn't be bad. Then maybe Nature's Claim. Do they have any hate cards? Besides, I don't think, right? So we can bring these in. I don't think I want Leyline of the Void, since they're not playing DRC anymore. And only 3 Murktides, I don't think it's worth it. We could bring in the Conflagrate. Cards I don't want. I think I can cut a Merchant. Can cut a Thug. An Ox. And the Reunion. Alright, we'll keep the sand. Can pitch 1 Caverns to the other Caverns. We should always gaze in the second main phase. I forgot about that. Yeah, nothing to hit here. Alright, let's do this in the main phase. Stinkweed Imp is good. Yeah, we'll just put everything in the graveyard. And pass the turn. We bought auto creeping chill. We didn't, that's okay. The trader is good for us. I think I will. So do I discard the ghoul or the Prized Amalgam? Let's see what we dredge with the imp. Alright. I think let's use the ability. I think I will discard the ghoul. Alright, nice. And pass the turn. So we have 1 more creeping chill in the deck. Didn't hit any Oxes, but I think that's fine. Let's see. Let's dredge a Darkblast. Alright, nice. Alright, we won the die. Would you like to play first? No. We will definitely keep this gemstone here. Now, what do we discard? I think I'll discard the Bloodstained Mire. Against Tron, okay. So let's cast the Haggle. Play the land. Now we have to hit. I think Ghoul and Darkblast. Right. Pass the turn. We get 1 Ghoul and 1 Prized Amalgam. And have 1 more chill on the deck. So, are we casting anything this turn? The Ox, right? So let's attack. And then cast the Ox. Get the imp, get another imp, and another imp. Say yes to everything. And pass it on. Now they could get something like Wormcoil Engine. Right, Wormcoil Engine block this, go up to 11, but do much more damage. Alright, nice. So, playing against Tron. We want the Nature's Claim. We want the Ancient Grudges. Kinda want the Conflagrate against them. But that maybe even the Thoughtseize. Yeah, let's select it. Right. So let's cut 2 Darkblast. 1 Ox, 1 Prized Amalgam, and 1 Reunion. Alright, we will keep this hand. So what do we pitch? Could be the Prized Amalgam. I think Reunion? Crazy to pitch Reunion? No, let's pitch Amalgam. Sure. Yeah, everything to graveyards. And Exile. Let's hope they don't have... Okay, nice. In upkeep, we will cast the Gaze. I mean, it's not great, but we'll definitely take it. I mean, it's fine, right? We train for 3, get Narcomoeba and 2 Silversmote Ghouls. Draw 1. Let's play the Crypt and pass the turn. Alright, nice. Easy game. Alright, we on draw as always, and so we don't have any gemstone stuff in the hand, but I think we'll keep this hand. We will turn 1 Darkblast. Nice. Okay, looks like we're playing against a burnish deck. A good draw. There's a creeping shell, that's nice. Unfortunately, we have to take a lot of damage here. We don't want white, so let's get blue. It's got Imp, and we already gained 3 life this turn, right? So let's discard the Ghoul. Alright, and we get 2 Ghouls and Amalgam in their turn. We have 1 more chill in the deck. Alright, nice. So we want the Ancient Grudges, the Nature's Claim. What kind of hate do these decks have? Usually, do I have rest pieces? Do I want the portable holds? I think I want the Conflagrate. I don't want the Cathartic Reunion. At least 1. I think I will cut a Merchant and a Thug. Let's see. That we want cards, right? Let's cut an Ox. And I think an Amalgam. Right? Oh boy. I think we have to take a mulligan. Alright, sounds much, much better. So we will bottom yeah. Then this, say okay. Pitch anything. Goblin Guide. Alright, I will gaze. I'll put Prized Amalgam, Ox into the graveyard. Say okay, that on top. And draw the Steam Vent. We have to shock. I always forget to cast a Gaze in the main phase. Stupid habit. Alright, but that's bad. What on next said? Gaze? Oh. Oh, it was a ghoul, okay. Yeah, okay, that's bad. Yeah, okay. That's too much, that's too much. Maybe we need the Thug. And maybe we can cut down on our Ancient Grudge. Maybe the plan is just to let's see. I think maximize on turn on plays. Maybe the plan is just to overwhelm us. Yeah, we will mulligan this hand. Mulligan this one as well. Go down to 4. Alright. Like choosing being on a draw and then not drawing a, what's it called? Not drawing a Gemstone Caverns pretty hard. But Lightning Bolt face gives me a bit of hope. Right. We have to hit big. Nothing really. But I mean, we have a Ox. Still no Creeping Chills, huh? Okay, there's at least one Creeping Chill. Only one Creeping Chill. Let's see if they have a Skull Crack. They do. So if the last card in hand is a burn spell, just die. Say okay. Don't kill me. Okay, so they put a card. So the last card isn't a land, because if it were a land... Okay, nice. Alright. Alright, we're in a draw, and we will definitely keep this hand. It's a Creeping Joe, and hope for them to have a turn on play. Alright, nice. They get to draw a card, but I think that's something we can live with. Say yes to that, and Castle cutting these two. Alright, and pass the turn. Main deck portable. Ah, okay, it's the Urza's. It's an Urza deck, not Hammer Time. We will. We think we'll just cast the Discovery. Alright. Use its ability and pass the turn. We have one more Blood Crypt in the deck. Yes, we do. Theory. Sure. Right. At least now we can. We will text the fairy. Right. Then we will gaze. Put all of these into the graveyard. Say yes, and Discard 2 ghouls. And another imp. Say yes to these. Right. So I get to have an all. Yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. Sideboarding. As always, we want Nature's Claim and the Ancient Grudges. Alright, we'll put these 4 in. Cut Merchant. And I think a Thug. An Amalgam and the Reunion. Alright, we can't keep this hand, obviously. Still no lands. Alright, we can keep this hand. We'll bottom... I think we'll bottom Ghoul, Creeping Chill. That's a bit weird. I think we'll bottom 2 Ghouls. Stay okay, and then exile the Creeping Chill. I think this time, because we don't have any 2 drops, we will just take the draw. Yeah, just okay. And Darkblast is... Alright. If we had a tempo play, then I could see us casting the Darkblast in the end of turn. Spring Leaf. Yeah. Right. We just Dredge a Darkblast. Cast the Darkblast and pay the 1. Spell Pierce, yeah, sure, fine. Got me. And Nettle Cyst. So they don't have any cards in hand, which is pretty good. Let's Darkblast this right now. In the following turn, that's pretty good. Alright, let's get Stinkweed Imp. That's okay. I think I will Nature's Claim to Urza Saga. Next turn we will Ancient Grudge the Nettle Cyst. We have another imp here. Alright, there are the chills. And I guess we can just say go right. Maybe cast the Ancient Grudge in the upkeep. They have counterspelled and they counter maybe a top decked also or something like that. That doesn't look like it. Alright. I think we'll just take it. Okay, didn't find any Ox, so we can gaze. I'm not really sure if I want to gaze right now. So we have 3 Creeping Chills. Could only hit 1, and we don't have any ghouls anyway. So I think I'll just pass the turn. Yeah, sure. Right. Rather than casting the gaze, we would have just cast the Darkblast on the Sentinel and attack for 9. Alright, GG's. Played a few matches with this deck. What's up, verdict on it? Man, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. The deck has fail rate, obviously, but it was really good. Everything just functioned. We didn't really see that much Graveyard Tide, and even if we saw Graveyard Tide, it was way too slow. The one problem was against the aggressive deck, and that's the main problem with the deck. Giving the opponent the play and them being an aggressive deck and you not having the payoff of Gemstone Cavern. And that's the one problem of this deck. But besides that, it's pretty awesome. The Nature's Claim and Ancient Grudge. I would definitely want to play another Nature's Claim in the sideboard. I'm not really sure if I want Thoughtseizes, but maybe we didn't really play against Endurance matchups or Sanctify Invec matchups. Those 4 cards were pretty great, and I would definitely want one more Nature's Claim, and I think more answers at instant speed just to use our Gemstone Caverns strategy. Also, if you want to play Nature's Claim, you should definitely add a Stomping Ground to the main deck, which I kind of forgot, but you should add a Stomping Ground and a Mountain if you find the space for it, but it's pretty hard. Maybe you can play a Mountain in the sideboard if you don't need that many portable holds. But I think the sideboard is very customizable as the mana base is. Alright, that's it from me for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.